we are going to conduct this training, a demonstration. So I'm going to show you a workflow using the Autodesk Product Design and Manufacturing Collection softwares. So we are in Design and Make Anything for our topic for today. And this is Mark J. Henoza. You can call me MJ, Applications Engineer, specializing in Autodesk Design and Manufacturing softwares of Autodesk under WordTech Systems Incorporated, and we are WSI. Okay, to start this topic, okay, I want to start first on our current trend when it comes in manufacturing or product design in industry nowadays. So, nasaan na ba tayo? Okay, ano na yung meron tayo when it comes in manufacturing and design? So, there is a study that pag dumating daw yung time ng 2050, okay, maybe there are around 10 billion people, okay, in a country or in a whole world, then 75% of them, okay, are residing at the urban areas. Residing at the urban areas, whereas there are so many jobs available sa mga cities natin. Okay. And then aside from that, okay, maybe 5 billion people are on a level of the middle class. So simply means that they are the ones who can afford, okay, all the consumer products available in the market nowadays. So if there is a kakayanan of our people to buy those gadgets, okay, necessities from construction, bahay, bagong cellphone, new technologies, new laptop. Okay, so simply means that the demand will also multiply. Okay, maybe hindi lang 2 beses madodoble yung demand natin when it comes in consumer products. Okay, so this is our way, okay, or this is the time for us to do more, okay, while affecting less with on our environment. And this is our opportunity to make better products while doing more with less impact to our environment. Okay, so here are trends about the materials and energy. So we all know that kung tataas yung demand for our production, so kasunod niyan is yung pagtaas ng needs natin for the materials, resources, and productivity. So counterpart niyan, on the other end, okay, must be, okay, mas mababa yung emissions. Dapat. Pero nowadays, ang nangyayari sa atin when it comes in manufacturing, okay, tumaas yung demand, tumaas yung number of production companies kasi kailangan mag-supply ng mas mataas. So, nababaliwala natin, okay, yung effect nito in our environment and also for those renewable and non-renewable resources. And when it comes in energy, okay, we need more energy and carbon, okay, to be productive and with less emissions. Okay, so more or less, if ever that will happen, 16% of the gross domestic product ang magiging increase on our environment, an additional increase of 14% of employment. Okay, but the cons of this, okay, so we have an increase for carbon dioxide emissions up to 19% and 37% of energy demand. So every improvement, okay, every paglago, laging merong kapalit na negative impact. Okay, so ano yung dapat nating gawin, okay, when it comes in some of our customers, actually 52% of Autodesk design and manufacturing customers, and majority of our architecture engineering collection customers, they're using the construction softwares and architectural softwares, okay, are publicly committed to driving sustainable outcomes. Okay, a whopping 91% of DNM name accounts and 80% of AEC have made these public commitments. So some of our clients, we have here Volvo, Rambo, Unilever, Volkswagen, and madami pang iba. Okay, so what are the needs of those manufacturing companies? Okay, ano yung dapat nilang i-meet na guidelines? Okay, so actually, customer needs align with sustainability. Pag sinabi natin sustainability, okay, ito yung mga factors na pwedeng maapektuhan. Okay, cost, compliance, and brand. Regarding the cost, okay, we should supply more, okay, pero dapat yung cost natin reduce siya. Hindi tayo kailangan mag-spend ng mas malaking investment regarding this. Compliance, okay, habang minimit natin yung requirement for sustainability, we need to comply with the regulation and standards, and also to remain the reputation for the brand of our company. Here are some of the industry trends we have, okay, for us to meet the sustainability in design and manufacturing. We have material productivity and circularity, energy productivity and advanced manufacturing, responsible supply chain management. So for us to be able to attain those factors or categories, we have here must meet the lean manufacturing processes, the smart manufacturing, and sustainability. Ito lagi yung key factors for us to attain the sustainability when it comes in manufacturing. So when it comes in maximizing the value of resources that we have nowadays, okay, this is the traditional way. Okay, this is the traditional way for us to manufacture and manufacture every product. First thing to do is to take the resources that we have, make the production for the process to make the products, then after that waste. And the suggested way on the new trend of manufacturing nowadays is the circular economy, wherein we need to recycle things to remanufacture it again and to reuse it again. Okay, so here are the growth in environmental regulations that we have. So one of the top companies or some of the top companies or countries, number one when it comes in industry or industrial and manufacturing processes, number one is Europe. Okay, so gumastos sila ng malaki for them to meet the guidelines when it comes in sustainability in design and manufacturing. Okay, so pangatlo ang Asia Pacific. Okay, so ano yung mga guidelines na yun? Okay, those are given by the UNSDG. This is the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals that we have, that they've said as a global standard for sustainable development. So some of the guidelines here, as you can see here, okay, one of their goals is no poverty, clean water and sanitation, okay, industry, innovation and infrastructure, a life below water, the climate action, which is one of the main, okay, factors, okay, na kailangan nating tutukan. Okay, so the sustainable development goals are the blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. Okay, so here are some of the sustainable goals. So para lang makita niyo siya. So on the other hand, what are the solutions that Autodesk can give to all our end users or users when it comes in manufacturing and constructions? So one of our clients, which is Ford, one of the top manufacturer of vehicles nowadays or automobiles, some of their aspirational goals, okay, in line with the UNSDG or United Nations Sustainable Development Goals are here. Okay, one of their goals regarding this, when it comes in materials, okay, we aspire to only use recycled and renewable plastics in our vehicles globally. So Autodesk has solutions for this using our software. For the Autodesk solutions that we have, some of the manufacturing companies are already using mold flow for the die and mold simulation, a Fusion 360 with the power of generative design, and NetFab for the printing of the 3D printing. Okay, so another one is the energy goals from the Ford. We will use 100% renewable energy for all manufacturing plants globally. Okay, so what are the solutions of this from Autodesk Solutions? We have Insight, CFD, okay, short for computational fluid dynamics. We have the building information modeling or the power up BIM process. We have the power mill factory design utility. So those are softwares for us to have a smooth simulation regarding the process or the workflow inside a manufacturing companies. And the last one, waste, we will achieve true zero waste to landfill across our operations we will eliminate single-use plastics from our operations by 2030. So we have a solution also for that using the TrueNess software, NetFile, and also the generative design. When it comes in TrueNess software, this is our way on how to reduce the waste material coming from our raw material by setting the automatic or automated layout from our manufacturing processes. We have the generative design. This is the artificial intelligence process from the Autodesk, wherein you can apply the different factors and solutions for us to lightweight each and every material and parts on our machines, which is very helpful. So, paano nakatulong yun ng lightweighting? So, we all know when it comes in machine design, mas magaan yung material or part na gagamitin natin, mas less yung energy na kailangan natin para mapagalaw natin yung part na yun. So, some of the solutions of Autodesk when it comes in United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So, this is just a trivia that we have. Okay, so let's just continue for this. Okay, so once we already cited all the current trends when it comes in product design, so ibig sabihin pala, nagbabago yung way natin kung paano tayo nagde-design ng product, kung paano natin ginagamit yung product natin, okay, and paano natin ginagawa. And this will affect mostly kung ano yung current scenario or situation on our environment. Okay, since we are facing now in the future of manufacturing, we all need the power of Autodesk for us to attain those factors. So here are the advantages of or the questions that we have when it comes in manufacturing. How can we spend more time innovating? Okay, gaano katagal bago tayo makapag-produce ng final output from concept creations? How can we improve the performance of this one or the product? How can we streamline the manufacturing? How can we win more business? Okay, so I have here the complete solutions that we have under the Autodesk Product Design and Manufacturing collections. So this is a sample of the workflow that we have inside the manufacturing plant, from sales bid for the presentation of the sales department to our client, kung paano yung magiging itsura ng output ng product na gusto nilang bilhin. And after that, we need to set the design and the engineering processes. And after setting all the constraints and the requirements based on the customer requirements, we will undergo the production. And then after that, sales and service. And kita na for the company. And on this process, we need the configuration of the order. We need the generative design power of Autodesk. From conceptualization to machining, we all need those processes. And the softwares na makakatulong sa atin are all inside the product design and manufacturing collections. And here are some of the softwares. We have the 3ds Max, okay, good for visualization. We have the Fusion 360, okay, the first cloud-based 3D modeling softwares that we have nowadays. Ibig sabihin nun, web-based. Okay, we have the AutoCAD complete solution. Okay, we have Inventor Nastran, Inventor Tolerance Analysis, we have Inventor Cam, Inventor Nesting, we have the Factory Design Utilities, Recap Pro for the reality capture that we have, Navisworks for the management or collaboration of all disciplines across inside a single project. And all in all, we have the data management under Volt Basic. And you don't have to worry because this is just an overview on the what is inside our product design and manufacturing collection. So here are those softwares that we have. Okay, maybe some of you are not familiar with those software. Okay, maybe some of you are already using AutoCAD, and maybe some of you are also using Inventor or the counterpart software of Inventor, which is SolidWorks. Okay, so what are the benefits of a collection? We have innovate, connect, and automate, and produce. When it comes in innovation for the design and manufacturing, we can provide a seamless workflow from concept to creation. When it comes in collaboration, you don't have to worry if a single workforce are using different softwares. Okay, they can easily collaborate with each other in a single project. Okay, they harness the power of automation. This is our way on how to provide the quick solution, okay, depending on the needs of our or the requirements from our customers. We have the production and reduce waste for the produce benefits of collection. Okay, when it comes in design and engineering, okay, we have here the mechanical design. Okay, so we all know that Inventor Professional software is a 3D modeling based software that we have. Okay, we can use the specialized design tools, the iLogic for us to perform the design automation, the AnyCAD interoperability, because if you are using AutoCAD in your design and then you want to create a mechanical design fabrication drawing using Inventor, you don't have to worry if you can get the data from AutoCAD to Inventor. Actually, you can do that. Okay, BIM interoperability. Let's say, for example, you are going to create those machines, equipments needed for your Revit, okay, mechanical, electrical, or HVAC design. So you can create those equipments from Inventor and then produce the BIM content creations from Inventor collaboration to Revit software. So yung mga hindi nakakaalam about Revit, that is our another software under the architecture, engineering, and construction collections, which is our platform, okay, to perform the process of building information modeling. So just a bit about those softwares. Okay, so here's another one, generate 3D models from existing 2D design files. Okay, edit manufacturing drawings in AutoCAD or Inventor. Okay, I just want to show you a simple demo about this. Okay, so para naman hindi tayo maumay kasi sobrang daldal ko talaga. Okay, just want to show you some of the workflow. So if ever you are using AutoCAD now and some of the drawing also created from your clients and then you want to produce a 3D model on that. So I hope you can see my screen right now, guys. Okay, just sit back and just relax and panoorin lang natin yung demo natin. So what I'm going to do here, so actually I'm currently using the AutoCAD Plan 3D software. Okay, this is a specialized tool set from AutoCAD. So yung mga walang idea, this is not just about AutoCAD. Okay, we have AutoCAD Architecture, AutoCAD Plan 3D, we have AutoCAD Electrical, okay, we have AutoCAD MEP. So those are the different specialized tool set from AutoCAD based on the discipline that you want to do on your design. So I'm going to create a default drawing here, and then I have here the drawing tree. So what I am going to do is just a simple rectangle shape. Okay, so dito kailangan maging, okay, just to show you on how, kung paano nag-interact ang AutoCAD data going to our Inventor. So mostly kasi some of the features of the PDMC is harnessing the power of both 2D and 3D drawing. Okay, because we have here what we call the era of disruption. Okay, so ano yung ibig sabihin nun? Actually, yun lang yung history, okay, yung origin ng design natin. Way back 1980s, this is the era of documentations that we have kung saan nabuhay yung AutoCAD way back 1984 or 1982. Hindi ako nagkakamali. Okay, we have year 20s or 2000. Okay, dyan na buhay yung era of optimization. Wherein nagkikreate tayo ng mga 3D model from 2D and 3D. And we are now in era of connection. Wherein some of the products or projects nowadays are collaborative through web, through the power of the BIM 360 for AEC collection. We have Volt and Fusion Lifecycle for design and manufacturing. So kailangan din natin yan. Why? Because some of the professionals nowadays and top manufacturing companies, lahat ng workers nila are in work. Okay, naka-work from home. So the biggest question there is that how can they easily and smoothly collaborate into single project? So kailangan nila yung Volt and the Fusion Lifecycle in design and manufacturing. Okay, so let's just have continuing our drawing here. Just want to create a model here, simple one. So I'm going to put some dimensions on my design. So medyo laggy, medyo sa epekto ng, okay, and for you to see the dimensions na ginawa ko dito. So we have this one. Oops. Mali ako dun. Okay, so maybe I'm going to set this one. Okay, that's it. And save it. I am going to save it this on my folder CAD demo this and save it. Okay, so I have here also the inventor file. So we have a question here. Yes, I had an evaluation form site. So once again, guys, if you have, okay, so actually for regarding the free version of Autodesk softwares, so they are available and applicable only for 30 days trial. Okay, so for you to set or to see the functions of those softwares. And if ever you are connected, okay, if you're connected in one of the manufacturing companies here in the Philippines, okay, you can invite us and for us to set a demo or a special schedule demo for your company so that we can show the workflow of Autodesk Inventor and product design and manufacturing. So let's see kung makakapagbigay kami ng solution from Autodesk for you to have a seamless workflow when it comes to manufacturing design. Okay, so regarding the software, you can visit the trial version on our website, autodesk.com. So that is good only for 30 days. Okay, and let's just continue on this one. And then I'm going to close this file. So let me just first close those files. Okay, and then I'm going to create a new file here. So when it comes to inventor creation, this is the Inventor Professional 2021, which is the mothership of product design and manufacturing collection. Bakit binanggit na mothership yan? Okay, parang warfare, ano? Okay, so when it comes to sa collection natin here, okay, we have a collection here from Autodesk. Okay, so some of the softwares around the Autodesk and product design manufacturing. So inventor Nastran, CAM, tolerance analysis, nesting, the factory design utilities, there are majority are CAD embedded to inventor professional. Okay, so ibig sabihin, nagkaaroon ng additional tab inside your inventor on that. So going back here. So using Inventor Professional, okay, we are facing different files here. We have here the .ipp file, which is our part file. So yung idea niyan, for you to create an assembly, okay, so combination yan ng iba't ibang part file. So maybe some of the designs, okay, consisting of 100 to 500 or 500 to 1,000 or more parts. And then the idea inside the assembly file is that you are going to put those parts together, okay, inside the .iam file. So this is the assembly file that we have. So first I'm going to create the part file that we have here. So ENOS, metric, a standard mm.ipt, just simply click on that one. And then what I am going to do here is to simply import or get the data from our AutoCAD file. So let's see the importance of this one when it comes in one of the features of PDMC, harnessing the power of both 2D and 3D in our design. So I'm going to get the file, the CAD demo file. Okay. So I'm going to select the planes kung saan ko gustong ilagay yung 2D. So normally, maybe I'm going to select X and Y plane here, and then selecting the origin, and then just click OK, and then we have this one. Okay, so this is the data coming from our AutoCAD file, as you can see here. Okay, so what we are going to do next, okay, maybe, okay, if you're going to improve the model and you're going to apply the extrusion, so kung mga hindi pa nakakaalam about the extrusion, okay, ito yung way natin on how to put height or thickness sa bawat object. Unfortunately, using this link file on our inventor, you can directly or you cannot directly create an extrusion for that. Because first, you need to convert the 2D from AutoCAD to convert it into inventor sketch model. So how can we able to do that? We need to create a sketch. Okay, and then selecting the same axis or plane we've selected earlier. And as you can see, this is the 100 by or 1,000 by 600 dimension of our rectangle. And siguro kung naiisip nyo, you need the line para i-connect natin yung bawat edges. We have our simple tool for us to automatically project the geometry from our AutoCAD file using this one, project the WG geometry. So all I have to do is to activate this tool and then select that geometry coming from AutoCAD. Simple as that. And these yellow lines are the sketch model from Inventor. Okay, just click on Finish Sketch, and now we can now convert this using our extrude tool into a 3D model. Okay, and going to set this, for example, to 900. Okay, so just simply press on enter and we have now this simple model. So I'm going to save this again. Okay, we have the part demo for this. Okay, for my .ipt part file, then save it. So let's see how does this one react if ever there's a modification from our source file, which is our CAD drawing. This is the AutoCAD or any CAD interoperability. Okay, so if ever I'm going to change the dimension for this, okay, I'm going to switch it, okay, and move it to 500 for the width and save the file. And then going back on my Inventor, you don't have to worry to manually modify each part of your drawing because just simply clicking single button here, which is our local active, and you can automatically convert it. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so we have our AnyCAD interoperability or connection from AutoCAD to Inventor. So any modification you created on your CAD file, it will automatically reflect, okay, on your Inventor file. Okay, so going back on my Inventor, so just simply click on this local update we have. So that's it. We have now the updated version coming from AutoCAD. So masayang gumamit ng PDMC or Product Design and Manufacturing Collections. So continuing our slide here. So we have here the design and engineering. Okay, design automation, this is our way to reduce the repetitive tasks that we have, okay, to make our designs faster, okay, and depende dun sa gustong requirement ng client natin. Just simply discussing these images, kung makikita nyo na dyan, iba-iba yung height, tama? Okay, so magkakaiba yung height ng bed ng conveyor natin. By using the iLogic properties of Inventor, you can set a table, okay, pwede kayo mag-set ng tab wherein you can change directly the width and the height, and automatically all components included on your assembly or your conveyor will automatically follow depending on the changes na ginawa mo dun sa ating tab. Okay, we have here engineering tools, okay, wherein you can select on more than 1.2 million standard parts. So what are those standard parts? So when it comes to mechanical design and fabrication drawing, so gumagamit tayo, for example, ng iba't ibang fasteners, bolts, and nuts. And alam naman natin, sobrang dami ng specifications yan. Depende pa sa standards. Okay, so may mga specs from ANSI, which is American National Standards. Okay, we have the specs from ISO. We have the specs from Germany, which is the DIN specifications. We have the spec from Japanese standards, which is the JIS, okay, industrial standards, and madami pang iba. And you don't have to worry kung saan kukunin yung mga standards na yan because they are already inside the engineering tools of Inventor Professional 2021. Okay, saan ka pa? Subscribe na. Okay, so collaboration. So one of the problems that we are facing nowadays when it comes in collaboration, bigyan ko lang kayo ng simple problem. So we are in work from home mode. Tama ba? Okay. So once the engineer or the design team natapos nila yung design nila and they need to show it to their clients, maybe yung ginagawa natin dyan, you need to create the fabrication drawing, the presentation file, and then send it, okay, through email, Skype, Viber, or any media possible para makita ng client natin. So we have another advantage of subscribing on our PDMC is for us to have an Autodesk account wherein we can provide the shared views from our software to Autodesk Viewer. Okay, this Autodesk Viewer, okay, will provide a link, okay, na pwede mong isend sa mga clients mo. Okay, so yung gagawin ng clients mo, i-click lang nila yung link and then makikita nila sa browser nila yung product. Wherein, pwede silang magbigay, okay, ng markup, okay, for the review ng bawat parts. They can also set the exploded views right directly on their mobile phones, okay? Basta malakas yung internet connection. So, pwede. They can also measure, okay, yung existing design na meron. And if ever meron siyang suggested part na gustong baguhin, pwede siyang mag-create ng markup directly on that application. And once sined niya yun, makikita yan directly ng user on his or her software. Okay, so some are requesting for the video recording of this one. So you don't have to worry. So maybe we can, this webinar is already recorded. So let's us check kung pwede natin i-send through your email yung video. So hindi ko sasabi na pwede. Okay, I'll just check it first on the management if we can save it. And you don't have to worry also because pwede namin i-post yung video recorded on our Facebook page, the Autodesk Philippines WSI. So pwede mapanood ng lahat. Okay, so madaming humihingi ng recording. Okay, so gawa natin ng paraan yan. Okay, so another one, simulation. So what is the advantage of using simulation? Okay, this one, when it comes to simulation, this is something to do with the product design. Okay, so nangyayari kasi sa product design natin, conceptualization, engineering drawing, okay, drafting drawing, nakakaligtaan natin yung application ng FEA or finite element analysis. Wherein, for example, if you want to create table, okay, in a manufacturing plant na pagpapatungan ng mabibigat na machines, okay, so using the simulation function under the Autodesk Inventor Nastran, you can actually simulate, okay, kung ano yung kailangan mo na design and type ng material na gagamitin. Okay, so gagamit ka ba ng square tubing? Anong diameter or size ng square tubing na gagamitin? Okay, ano yung magiging design ng structure? Kung kaya ba niyang buhatin yung bigat or load na kailangan gawin. So let's say I'm going to switch back on my inventor here. So let's say this one is the concept design for our table. I have a length of 1 meter, a width of 600, and yung height niyan is what? 900. So what I am going to do next is I'm going to create a standard.iam. This is assembly file. Okay, we have an assembly file here. You have free discounted license for educational institutions. Okay, I will check on that, sir. Okay, regarding the educational institutions. So maybe you can send an email or you can provide the email so that we can reply on your concern. Okay, so going back on our topic, we have the .iam. Tulad na banggit ko kanina, this is the composition of different part files we have. Okay, I'm going to create this one. Okay, assembly file. So first thing to do is for us to get the data from our part file. So I'm going to get the part demo that I created earlier, this one. So this is the table that we have. So once again, this is from concept. This is the concept of design ng table na gusto kong gawin. Okay? And then right after that, I'm going to set it to transparent because ang kailangan ko dito is what? Yung initial dimensions ng rectangle. So what I am going to show you now is what? The power of Autodesk Inventor when it comes in frame design. Okay? So we have here the design tab on Inventor. And we have our wide collection of standards on different structural frame or members. So we need to insert the frame here. Okay, I'm going to save it first. Okay, so we have here assembly demo. And then save it. And then yes to all, and then click on OK to save it again. I want you to take a little closer here. So medyo matagal yan mag-save. Abutin yan ng 3 hours. So which brand of PC or desktop are you recommending for Autodesk? Is it Dell or Mac? For other vendors? Thank you. So actually, so we have also our way to give you the suggested workstation. So maybe we have a HP. Okay, we have an HP workstation available here at WSI. Okay, so sir, you can simply send your concerns here on my email so that I can address it properly. I'm going to send my email here. This one. I hope you can see this one. Okay, so kita na lahat. If ever there are some of the attendees that are also planning for us to schedule a special schedule of demo for your company, okay, you can invite us and you can send through that email. Okay, so continuing our discussion here, so maybe I'm going to continue later the frame analysis, okay, the closing software ko. So we have also the all electromechanical functions, okay, designed with the power of Inventor and AutoCAD. Okay, we have under the production. So when it comes in production, one of the first important or initial process that we want is the documentation from 2D to 3D. Okay, and we need to maintain the standards, okay, under the GDNT annotations. So para may idea kayo about GDNT, these are the geometrical dimensions and tolerances. We can put directly on our design to the power of Autodesk Inventor Tolerance Analysis. Okay, this one. Okay, this software can provide RSS statistical results, CPK, sigma, percent yield, DPMO, which is very important when it comes in manufacturing and production. Okay, some of these statistical results na kailangan natin dyan, halimbawa, in a single manufacturing process cycle, okay, ilan yung kayang i-produce in single cycle, and what more important is what, ilan yung nagiging possible error, okay, out of 1,000 products, ilan yung error. Okay, so do not natitrace kung productive ba yung cycle na ginagawa natin in manufacturing processes. And when it comes in CNC machining, we have here the CAM. Okay, when we say CAM, this is computer-aided manufacturing software. We have already a CAD embedded software here directly to Inventor. Okay, sir, the problem is my company is already using SolidWorks for the model. Okay, and we want to use Inventor CAM simulation or softwares for that. You don't have to worry, okay? Because we have our CAD embedded CAM solution directly for SolidWorks, and that is Inventor HSM, which is also available. We have here nesting, Inventor nesting. So as you can see here, for us to have a simple idea kung paano ginagamit yung Inventor nesting, simple as this one. Maybe this is a desktop computer or this is our tower, right? Okay, yan siya. Yan yung casing. So enable to manufacture and to set this into production, okay, kailangan iset natin yung flat material niyan. Okay, the flat pattern. So, ang ginagawa ng nesting is what? They can provide an automated or automatic layout, okay, out from our raw material. For example, your raw material is starting from 4 feet by 8 feet. The big question is, okay, paano mo i-layout isa-isa yung bawat sheet metal na yan in a 4 by 8 feet material? Okay, so based on my own experience, okay, before, way back maybe 5 years ago, okay, in-line tayo in manufacturing, mano-mano po namin nile-layout yan. Okay, using AutoCAD. Okay, but using the power of Inventor nesting, they can provide solutions, okay, kung paano mo i-layout yung lahat ng materials to be produced inside your 4 by 8 material. The advantage of this one is what? Okay, you can minimize the waste material. Okay, mas magiging productive. And then after that, you can export the model out from your layout from Inventor nesting, and using our Inventor CAM, we can provide the toolpaths for the cutting processes of this one. Okay, so this is the CAM softwares. We have also the factory design utilities. Okay, so let's say if I already have the Inventor here, so that one. So I'm going to open my demo assembly demo, this one. So going back on our demo, so with the power of frame generator of Inventor, so let's just have a wait for a moment. Antayin natin mag-load. This one. One of the main features of Inventor is to create an automated frame design. So using our design here, so we have here the design tab, we can insert the frame we want. Okay, let's say I'm going to design a table. Okay, so from here, we have here our category on what type of member or structural member you want to use, from angle bar to square tubing, and also the standardization we want to use. Tulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, almost all industrial standards around the world are here in Inventor. Okay, so maybe I'm going to use this one, ASTM, and then one by one. Okay, so I'm going to place this on the edge of my model here. So as you can see, I'm going to set the origin of that one or the placement. Okay, you simply execute it and then just wait for it, and that is the output for that one. Okay, automatic, meron ka agad structural member for that. And you can add additional one here. Okay, just simply press on enter and okay that one. You can add this one, and using these points, you can align the position of that, okay, based on your selected edges. As simple as that. Okay, so as you can see, so I can model it directly using the frame generator of Inventor. Okay, hindi ako problema kung yung design ko. Okay, so imagine niyo if you are only using AutoCAD here, so medyo problema ka on how to model that. Okay, so you can simply model it using the frame generator of Inventor. So maybe I'm going to add additional here for the framing of my table, a additional model here. Okay, so we have now that. Okay, so just simply save it. Okay, yes to all, and then okay. So we have now this one. So what if I'm going to set additional structural here? Okay, sa ilalim. So i-open ko ngayon yung part file ko. So this one. Okay, the CAD demo. Okay, so you can simply select this one. Okay, then right click on it. You can select that one, then right click on it and simply click on open for you to open the file for that. Okay, kung naaalala nyo pa, yan yung box na ginawa natin, which is the concept. Okay, so what I am going to do here is to create a sketch, okay, para makapag-provide ng additional edge coming from our sketch. Okay, that one. And simply sa ilalim din. Okay. So I'm going to create additional sketch here. So for you to see yung possible output nito. Okay, save it and then take a look at this. If ever you have a changes on the part file, you don't have to worry to edit it directly on your assembly file. Kasi automatic updated siya. Okay, then I'm going to repeat the insert frame here to add additional one. This one. Okay. Okay, so that one. And then let's say I'm going to add additional frame. Okay, so don't mind the design here. Okay, okay, it's a simple design concept idea that we have. Okay, I'm going to save this. Okay, so we have now the framing for our table. Okay, but when it comes in traditional way on how to design and to draft the model we have, okay, in our industry nowadays, ang malaking problema dyan, kapag nagbago yung width ng table. So let's say, halimbawa, sabi ni client, 500 lang daw. Okay. So isipin mo paano mo siya i-modify. So dahil sa ating AnyCAD interoperability here, so maybe I'm going to set this to bawasan ko ng 100. Okay. And save the file. Okay. That is right protected. Going to close this. And then so wait for a moment, and then I'm going to open it again. We have here the CAD demo. We have, okay, going to change it. Okay, so simply by clicking the grip that we have on our AutoCAD file, Then save it, and then going back on our inventor, take a look at this. I'm going to start on my part file. Okay, going to revise it by using this button. Update the file. Take a look at this. From 600, okay, it will switch directly to 500 width. Okay, what's good about this is when it comes in assembly, okay, all you have to do is to update this one, and you don't have to worry kung yung mga frame natin is hindi susunod sa changes na ginagawa natin. Which is the one of the main features to provide the seamless manufacturing workflow using Autodesk product design and manufacturing. So hindi ka ngayon matatakot kung yung client mo makulit. So, bawa, palitan mo yan. Gusto ko yan 1,200. So all you have to do is to edit the 2D model file, if you have that one, and then going back on your part file, okay, just local update. So you can see, sumunod agad yung changes. Going back on your assembly file, all you have to do is to update this one, and you don't have to worry kung yung mga frames mo is hindi susunod. Automatic yan. Will follow. Okay, so updatable. This is a seamless workflow process from the design and manufacturing collection brought to you by Autodesk. So that is parang commercial. Okay. If ever you have questions, guys, you can use our chat box. Okay. For the workstation, okay, I already gave my email, so para magkaroon tayo ng magandang communication regarding that, so we can provide the best workstation for Autodesk softwares we have here, WSI. Naka-start na? Kanina pa. Okay. In the comment. Okay. So that's it. How about another one? So hindi naman pwedeng ganito lang yung design natin. Tama. Okay. So kailangan ko ng alin? Ng countertop. Okay. Maybe this is an industrial table and we need to put some sheet metal on top of our frame. So relate to it line. Okay, pala ka dyan. So what I am going to do is to create a additional file. Okay, sige. Okay, this is my email, rg.henonza@wsiphil.com.ph. Okay. Email nyo lang ako yung mga gustong magpa-shout out dyan. Okay. So, okay pa ba kayo, guys? Okay. Once again, guys, thank you for joining today or this afternoon of our webinar sessions regarding the product design and manufacturing collection. Keep safe sa lahat. And once again, this is MJ from Vortex Systems Incorporated. And we are WSI. So, let us continue. Shout out sa mga... Okay. So, we are now on our creation of our sheet metal. Okay, what I'm going to do here is to create a sheet metal design. Okay, sheet ang usapan natin ngayon. Okay, so I'm going to click on OK on that and simply select the right one. Okay, again, I'm going to create a sketch. Okay, create a rectangular shape here where I want to put that sheet. Okay, so maybe I am going to use the project geometry. Okay, that's it. And then finish the sketch. Take a look at this. Using our sheet metal, this one will follow the sheet metal defaults based on the company standards that you are following. Okay, as you can see, we have here the sheet metal rule. You can change it based on the material na present sa market natin. Okay, and you can use those thickness for that material. Pero based on our demo, hindi ko na siya babaguhin. Okay. Okay. So let's use that one. Okay, I'm going to convert it to face. I want you to take a look at this from 2D. Okay, zooming in. I'm going to use my face. Okay, you can also use your face. Okay, so it will automatically convert the file or 2D profile to sheet metal. But the big question is, what is the difference between standard .IPT and sheet metal design? Okay, pag standard .IPT, you can create different thickness on your model. Kapag sheet metal design, uniform ang thickness kasi nakabase ka saan? sa sheet metal defaults kung anong material yung gagamitin mo na sheet metal. Are we clear? Okay, let's continue on this. Okay, and will automatically create a sheet metal platform or countertop for our table. Pero kulang yan. Why? Kasi kailangan kong lagyan dito ng flanges. Okay? Kasi mahirap kapag nakapatong lang. Mas maganda, nakapatong, tapos nakayakap ka pa. Okay? Yung countertop. Okay? So, click on flange. Baka ma-MTRCB ako dito. Okay. So, we have here the flange model. So, I'm going to select the edges. And Autodesk Inventor can automatically create additional bend portion of our sheet metal. One of the main features of sheet metal design. And you can flip it, okay, on the other side if you want. And you can also adjust, okay, the behavior of that bend, okay. And you can also select those edges for you to automatically create bend on those areas, okay. And then simply click on OK. And we have here, I'm going to hide this one visibility, and we have already our sheet metal design on this. And if ever you want to modify it, kasi masyadong maigsi yung bend portion, you can visit this one. Under our model browser, you can double click the flange here. Kung gusto niyo mas mahaba, okay, 2 inches, okay na ba sa inyo yung 2 inches? Okay, about 3 inches, it will automatically follow based on the value na ibibigay natin. But wait, there's more. If you order now, okay, joke lang. So we have our way to provide the material. So we have stainless material on that. Okay, you don't have to worry on that material. So pwede kayong mag-provide agad ng material para doon. So that's it. So we have a question here. Thank you so much. Okay. So is it okay to use Core i3 4GB RAM 64-bit HP laptop with Autodesk? Okay. So regarding on that spec, okay, actually the recommended specification for the Autodesk Inventor and mostly for the product design manufacturing, okay, for the processor, kailangan 3.0 gigahertz or higher, okay. For the RAM, 8 gig is okay kasi yung gamit yung unit is only 8 gig, okay, but limited ka into minimal number of parts kasi kapag dumating sa production, nagagawa ka ng 500 or more, okay, required ka na 20 gig RAM as your minimum. Okay, so ayun siya. Okay, so or for you to have a complete idea regarding the specification, I am inviting all of you to visit this one. So sa Google lang yan, Autodesk, okay, Inventor System Requirements. Take a look at this. So they are all included on our website, Autodesk, for the system requirements. Autodesk Inventor 2019. Oh, let's say 2019 lang. Okay, take a look at this. OS. Okay. So we have here system unit for the CPU, 2.5 gigahertz higher kung 2019. Okay, eh paano kung 2020? Ba't kasi hindi pa 2020 nilagay ko, di ba? 2021, this one. Okay, kasi bago na yung 2.5 gigahertz or greater. Recommended niya 3.0. Memory RAM 8 gig for the minimum, 16 gig RAM for the one. Okay, click ko to para alam niyo lang din. Ayan siya. Ayan. So, medyo mabigat. 32 gig yung recommended niya. Okay, kasi sa akin 8 gig lang. Kaya kung product design, kaya din. Okay, pero malamang yan, may mga laggy effect. Okay, so if you are into designing in industrial design, you need to invest dun sa right na workstation for you. And I'm going to send you the details about that. Or maybe my product manager can show you that one. Okay? Okay, that's it. Going back here. So, if ever there are the designs that we have and gusto nyo patibayin yung mga edges nila to add strength dun sa mga sheets na yan, you can use this one. Okay. Pwede kayo maglagay ng hem. Okay. So, actually, yung hem na yan, dalawang classification. Okay. Yung iba nga nakaka-relate dyan eh. We have a single. Okay. May mga single ba dito? Okay. Teardrop. Okay. Rolled and double. So itong hem na yan, so just a bit of demo about those one. Yan. Single to strengthen the edges that we have here. Take a look at that. Okay. So we have the way on how to apply the hem. Okay, simply apply. And for you to see the difference between that one, we have teardrop, ito yung mga pinaluha. Okay. Okay. So mas masakit yung isa, we have here rolled, yung mga taong pinaikot. Okay. So yan. So hindi yan joke ha, yan yung talagang type of hem that we have. Hinuhugutan lang natin. Okay, we have single, teardrop, rolled, mga pinaikot. Yung mas masakit dyan, ito, double. Okay, pinagsabay. So, yun yung mga output ng hem that we have to strengthen each and every edges that we have on our sheet metal design. So, ando ko lang. And to know more about this, you can send an email sa akin and invite us to have a special schedule for your company for us to provide the right solution dun sa existing workflow na meron kayo. Okay, so that's it for our sheet metal design. Okay. Okay, do you have any questions, guys? If ever you have a questions, you can use our questions box for this. Okay. And then more of this. Okay, I'm going to set this one to, let's say, visibility. And this one also to visibility. Going to visit the environments. Okay, so the big question is what? Kaya bang i-withstand ng design natin? Okay, yung load na ibibigay natin sa kanya. Dito papasok kayo yung simulation of Autodesk product design and manufacturing. Ipapakita ko, it's just a basic simulation using what? The frame analysis we have in Inventor. Okay, so we simply click on create simulation here. Okay, we need static analysis. Okay, and let's just wait for it to load. And as you can see, all models are converted into what? Linear models. Okay, based on the structural member na nilagay natin. Okay, so thank you, sir. Okay, let's say set tayo ng fixed constraints. Okay, so kailangan mo nakafix yung mga foots natin, footing, di ba? So, but first, baguhin ko to kasi kailangan ng direction natin is Z direction. Okay, yung load natin pababa, galing sa taas. So, I'm going to set the fixed constraint here. Okay, so that's it. Another one fixed constraint here. Okay, just a demo on how does the simulation of Inventor can help you optimize your design. Okay, ano bang purpose kung bakit kailangan natin ng simulation? Okay, dagdag trabaho lang yan sa mga designer natin. Actually, hindi. Why? Because may iiwasan natin yung yung bahala na si Batman. Okay, ano kung ibig sabihin doon? Normally kasi, one of the reasons, okay, or way on how can we able to come up with the design, lagi tayong assumption sa early stage of design. With the use of simulation, ma-foresee mo na agad, okay, makikita mo na agad yung possible outcome, okay, bago mo pa i-fabricate yung design. So, malilesen yung trial and error process. Kung malilesen yun, maliless din yung cost of production. Okay, so aside from setting the fixed constraint, we need to set, let's say, continuous load. Ayan. So, halimbawa, 10 Newton. Diba? Ang bigat yan. Tingnan natin kung gaano mag-react yung design natin. So, using the simulation here, makikita ngayon natin kung anong part ng design yung kailangan nating baguhin. Is it the structural design? Is it sa size ng structural member? Is it the layout? Is it the material? Okay, so maraming factors. I'm going to simulate it. Take a look at this one. And wait nyo lang, mga 3 days yan. Okay, we have a question. How long, how many hours is the process of rendering? Is it affected by your hardware, system, and hardware requirements? Okay, nice question. When it comes in rendering that we have, okay, here in Inventor, okay, so those rendering functions, depende kasi siya sa, sa quality of rendering output na gusto mong gawin. Okay, when it comes in rendering, this comes with the video card capability or graphics card na meron yung PC natin for the right display
na makikita natin. Kasi yung video card, may memory din yan eh. At the same time, pasok din dapat yung RAM natin or the random access memory. Okay? So, that's it. But using the product design and manufacturing collection, okay, once a subscriber kasi tayo ng Autodesk and we have the Autodesk account, we can access the cloud rendering. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin ng cloud rendering? Yung ginagamit natin, yung unlimited power of the web. Okay? So that if ever hindi ganun kaganda yung specs ng PC mo, you can also apply the rendering through cloud. Okay? Yun nga lang, nag-require siya ng cloud credits. Okay? So that's it. Okay. So, take a look at this one. Okay. Kita niyo to? Ayan. So yan o, kita niyo yung design. Oh, halos malundo na yung table natin. Okay? So dito pa lang, initial stages pa lang ng design natin, nakikita niyo na yung possible outcome. And you don't have to worry kasi hindi naman talaga ganito yung actual na nangyayari. Okay? Kasi you can adjust the deformation yan. Pwedeng actual. Okay? So from here, pwede ka ngayon magbago kung ano yung dapat na baguhin mo on your design. Okay, so using the simulation we have, you can also send the report. Okay, let's say this one. So kailangan mong iset yung report natin. Okay. So let's just wait. This is for the engineers to analyze. Okay. And you don't have to worry also kung anong file type niyan. Okay. Kasi browser yan. Okay. Ayan. So ito yung mangyayari. Oh, this is the Autodesk frame analysis report that we have. Okay. Lahat ng material na ginamit. Okay. Lahat ng cross sections. The loads. Okay. So to be studied by your engineer. Okay. Kung paano nila i-modify and i-improve yung design na ginawa nyo. Okay, so as simple as that. Okay, going back here, setting the visibility. Okay, so balikan ko lang to. Visibility. Okay, so that's it. And for the rendering, let's say we're going to set the rendering here. Okay, so I'm going to set this one. View. Okay, visual style, going to set this to realistic. Let's say I'm going to set the shadows. Okay, our model. Okay, the problem here is that we don't have the right orientation for our model. So I am going to set this fit to view. And that's it for our visual style. And then I'm going to set the reflections if you want. Okay, just to show you the possible perspective from Inventor. So just a basic one. Okay, you can also adjust the light that we have here. Okay, and then try to apply the ray tracing mode that we have. And if you want to set this to high, okay, take a look at that. So that is the way on how can we apply the rendering using the ray tracing of Inventor. Okay, so that's it. Okay. So medyo matagal lang kapag ray tracing yung ginamit natin. Kasi yung ginagawa natin, nasa display tayo gumagalaw. Okay, for the ray tracing. Okay, so we can also provide that one. Okay, or you can also use the Inventor Studio. Okay, so we have our rendering here. Okay, and we can apply render image on this. You can set the output, the renderer you want, and you can render it. And you can see here the output of our rendering. Okay. So, sa Inventor, mabilis lang din eh. So, you can modify it more. Okay. So, that's a simple demo on how does product design manufacturing collections can give you the best solution when it comes in fabrication drawing and manufacturing drawing. So, that's it. Going back on our slide, just to finish this up. Okay. We have the factory design utilities. When it comes in sales, we have the Autodesk Navisworks Manage, okay, for us to collaborate to set the class detection, the quantification, and the timelining of the project status, okay, from the conceptualization, early construction, up to the final construction or sa as-built natin. Pasok yan for the Autodesk Navisworks Manage. Professional rendering, for you to have the professional output, the photorealistic rendering. We have also the Autodesk 3ds Max inside our collection. Okay, and generative design also. Okay, when it comes in generative design, this is one of the newest, okay, process brought to you by Autodesk. This is the generative design. This is a design exploration technology. So what is about the generative design? So if you're going to take a look at this is a sample bracket, okay, of the seatbelt from the General Motors. So kung makikita nyo dito, consists of madaming parts yan. Okay, using the generative design, we can convert the 8 components into a single part. Okay, wherein may plus, okay, 40% lighter and 20% stronger. So how can we able to provide yung ganyang klaseng design? Through the power of what? Generative design. Paano siya nangyayari? Okay, just a simple video here. If you're going to take a look at this, the 3 main factors you need to set when it comes to generative design is the preserved geometry. Those are in color green. Okay, yun yung mga modified model na gusto mong i-include dun sa output. Yung kulay pula, those are the obstacle. In layman's term, yun yung mga iilagang model. Okay? Etong isa, this is the load. And when it comes in generative design, this is just about the providing the solution of the design that you have, because you can set on what kind of study types that you want to set. Okay? You can also set the manufacturability, kung anong manufacturing process ba yung gagamitin mo para dun sa output na design. Okay? And then, after that, setting the methods, okay, generative design can provide more than 1,000 parts we have. Okay, and the designers can select depende dun sa customer requirement na gusto nila. Okay, so this is the output of generative design. This is the so-called artificial intelligence from Autodesk. Okay, actually for me, generative design, okay, siguro isipin ng iba na when it comes to generative design, baka dumating yung time na wala nang gawin yung designers. Hindi siya ganun. Okay, generative design is harnessing the power of both human intelligence and the artificial intelligence. Okay, so tao pa din yung pipili ng best design suitable para dun sa output na gusto natin. And tao din ang nag-set ng mga categories and factors that will affect the output from your generative design. So that's it. So all in all, this is a sample workflow that we have using the product design and manufacturing collection, unlimited interoperability to the power of generative design, mechanical design, simulation, CAM, and the marketing content. Okay, so take a look at this. In a single project, Inventor can do it all. Okay, when it comes in lightweighting, we can provide this using generative design of Fusion 360, from design collaboration to conceptual mockup. We can work together with AutoCAD specialized toolset, Navisworks, Reality Capture, and 3ds Max for the perspective photorealistic presentations. And all data we need in information throughout our project life cycle, we need the Vault management or product data management through the power of Vault Professional. And the one included inside the PDMC or Design and Manufacturing Collection is what? The Vault Basic. Okay, so just to have some of the customer success stories, okay, before tayo mag-end, mabilis lang to. We have the Claudius Peters. Okay, they are using Autodesk Fusion 360 Autodesk Inventor. And he said, before Autodesk generative design, the optimization process took us several weeks, even months. Now it takes a half day. Take a look at that. That is the power of Fusion 360. And Fusion 360 is a software that serves as a platform for generative design and also included in design and manufacturing collection. Another one, CAN Lines Engineering. They are using Inventor and Autodesk AutoCAD. Inventor has sped up our processes and made them more repeatable. Another one, Bento service. They are using Inventor, Nastran, and Inventor. They said, with the collection, Vault and Inventor, Nastran, we know we can do things we are not able to do earlier. And we can do it in-house instead of outsourcing it. Through what? Through the advanced simulations. Tulad ng pinakita ko sa inyo kanina na frame analysis. Please, performance engineering, they're using Inventor CAM and Inventor. Okay, for the computer-aided manufacturing. And that's it. And all in all, inside our product design and manufacturing collection, we have here the Inventor Professional, Inventor Nastran for the simulation, Inventor CAM for the computer-aided manufacturing, Inventor Tolerance Analysis for the application of statistical analysis, Bolt Basic, Factory Design Utilities, Inventor Nesting, AutoCAD Specialized Toolset, the Fusion 360, Navisworks Manage, Recap Pro, and the 3ds Max. Okay, once again, I am Mark Gianosa. You can call me MJ. Autodesk, make anything. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoy our demonstration. A simple workflow on how to smoothen your process when it comes in product design and manufacturing. Again, guys, do you have any questions? So we are now in our Q&A. If ever you have questions, okay, you can now use our question box. Whew. How many system hardware? Okay, I already addressed that one. Okay. Tanong ko lang po sana kung nag-list na kayo ng search for the Autodesk Inventor. Last June, wala pa po kasi ako na-receive. How much? Okay. So regarding the price of our, okay, we're going to send it to your email. Okay. Okay, so send daw po namin. Together, I'm also with my product manager. Okay, Miss Lalaine Vidal. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Ano pong company niyo po, sir? It's cool. So you are interested in educational license for that? Okay. 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 We will provide the solution for that. Okay. Just wait for the email. Okay. If ever there is, yes. Okay. So, check muna natin. Okay, thank you, sir. Anyone? Do you have any questions, guys? Okay, so before tayo mag-antay or habang nag-aantay tayo ng questions from our attendees, I am inviting all of you to be part of our Facebook group. Okay, so this is our Facebook group. Yan, ang bagal ng internet ko. This is the Autodesk User Group Philippines. Yan. So, join kayo dito. Why? Kasi dito kami nagsisend ng mga updated updates regarding the softwares, the upcoming webinars that we have. Okay, just like this one. Okay, and this one for the AEC. And also, we are inviting all of you to like our page also, Autodesk Philippines WSI. So dito rin yung mga upcoming webinars namin and the product updates regarding Autodesk softwares. We are inviting all of you on our next webinar this coming September 22. This is regarding the generative design. Okay guys, thank you so much. See you again on our next webinar.